Hi, my name's Nev and I'm going to run this tutorial on Premiere from a cheat sheet that I've got here in OneNote. The files can be downloaded now. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video, and then they consist of a raw folder with a couple of videos and an image, and then, why can't I scroll this, and then the folder, as you download, will have a Premiere file, an edit file, a raw folder. If I look at mine, I've actually done a little bit of an edit, so I've got a third file, a second folder. But let's open it up now. I'm running Premiere 2020, but I think it's much the same with all of the older versions. This zooming, so what we'll do today is zooming and positioning. I've got a nice film which I took this afternoon with a sea eagle. It's not great quality, but this will often come up. It's good enough for what we want to do to practice the zooming. So this is going to check that things are in the right place. Now, I tend to work on the C drive because the files are usually too big for cloud, and C drive is the same on every machine. So in a vid folder, so that's correct. This is going to create a second edit file. I might just call this edit file number 2, version 2. Okay, and so that's going to come in here. Clip name, it can't find one of the clips. Now that's because I took one out from after I made the original file, so let's just cancel that. We don't need that clip. It's too long. It's 700 megabytes. If you are putting the file into a different place, you would navigate and put it there into the right place. Okay, so I've got my image here and 3 MP4s. Now one of those is not available. The one that's not available is that one there. So I'm actually going to delete that one. Delete. Where's delete? Hit the delete key. Remove. Can't see it. Delete. Okay, gone. All right. I'm going to put this trim file onto my timeline. And there it is. It's got a soundtrack and a video track. If I wanted to see the video images, I can move that up a little bit and it shows me a bit of a clip of the image. So we'll do that. Now I'm just going to shift that along a bit and I'm going to throw the image on, and I'll put that further up on that top line there. Okay, and then I'm going to throw the other video on over here, and it doesn't seem to have a soundtrack. It's hardly any sound anyway, so I'm just going to leave them separated like that, and I'm going to zoom in on the still picture. I'll zoom in until I can see the seconds. There they go, seconds. Now I think I'll extend, let's make this full screen so we can see what's going on. That's better. Alright, we can still see a little bit of our video clip there. Alright, so if I double click on the image, I get it up here. I've forgotten the name of that window now. And I'm going to look at my effect controls. Now I could zoom in on the effect controls here, but I find it easier to work my zoom down here on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go to that zoom, and I'm going to move. I'm going to put in some keyframes straight away for position and scale. So you can see they've gone blue, and you can see half the keyframe sticking out there. All right, let's move along a little bit until, let's say, 1 second. And I'm going to put in some more keyframes. And so we're going to have 1 second of this thing zoomed out. There's an eagle in there, but you can't see it yet. All right, now let's go up to, we've got basically a 5-second clip. So let's go up to about 4 seconds and put in a couple more keyframes. and we can zoom. Now that's on 100% at the moment. If I just click and move my mouse to the right, I can zoom in. Now I know that my eagle has gone out of shot there, but I'm going to come into, let's say about 300. Let's click on the Y value and bring that up there, and there he is. He's almost in the middle of my frame. I click on the X value and I can shift across here. I might go in just a little closer there. Okay, and he's in the middle of the screen, and then we can let that run for the last second. So if I hit the space bar, we can run till the end of that clip. So going back over, here's a zoom in to our eagle. Now I'm going to, bring that out a bit. I'm going to bring the video up to but. It'll snap there onto the image, and I can now go to the effect controls for this clip. And again, I'm going to probably easier now to get to the edge of that clip from the top video here. That way I can't run over. Again, I'm going to do position and scale keyframes. Oh, right over there. And I'll let that run for about a second or so. And then we'll start zooming. So we'll put in some more keyframes, and then we'll let it run. How long is this? This is going from 5 seconds to 35 seconds. So we probably, we want to zoom in fairly fast because we're going to, he's moving around and wriggling. He's actually just caught a fish. So he's just finishing off his fish and cleaning his talons. So let's go a while. Now we'll just click on there, and we'll go through to about 15. Let's say we'll stop there. So I'll drag this to 15 seconds there, and maybe we'll go a bit more. Maybe we'll go to 20 seconds. Yeah, and we'll zoom in now on him for 20 seconds. Yeah, he's going off the screen. How far can we get reasonably? There, and bring that across to the center. You can see I'm moving my mouse left and right on the, so these are my X values here and my Y values here. Alright, so he's sitting in the middle. Let's see what he's doing now, whether we're too close in. It's a bit of camera shake there, as you can see. It's not too bad. We're not going to worry about it too much just yet. And he's turning around, and whoa, there's a bit of camera. Whoa. So let's just go back to the before that bad camera shake. Here, that's reasonably stable there. Now my machine is lagging a little bit. So there he is. There. Okay, just there. Now from there, I want some keyframes because I want to try and get him back to that rough position. Okay, he's gone right up there. You could get very picky and go virtually frame by frame for this, but I'm going to put in some more keyframes, and I'm going to bring him back down to about there and across to about there where he was. So it'll still be sort of wobbly, but maybe not. Yeah, it's going to be wobbly, but maybe not too bad. Alright, and then he's roughly the same toward the end. Okay, now I might just put in another couple of keyframes there. I want him up a little bit, and he's going to fly off to the left here, so I sort of want him a little bit high about there to give him space to fly off down here when I've got my next clip running. Alright, so that's good enough, and that'll finish him off there. Okay, let's just run it and see what it looks like here. So we're zooming in, we're stopping, and then we're going to zoom in again. Oh, there's a little bit of sound there, not much. And up we go. And even though it's blurred, it's good enough for us to just practice our video editing skills. Okay, we've cut out a little bit of the shake. Now I think there's going to be a shake. Yeah, there it is. And that'll do. He's in that top corner for our next clip. Okay, got it. Right, so let's move this clip back now to meet that clip. Good. Double click on it. And again, effect controls. There is a stabilization system you can use here. It's probably not going to pick up on something as small as this. I'm going to move up here to the beginning of the clip, get my position and scale, and I'm going to try and zoom in on him, similar to where I was in the last clip. There we go. I kind of want him up there. All right, let's just see what happens if we start from here. Yeah, a lot of camera, and there he goes. So I want to try and, yeah, I only just got the camera started before it took off. Okay, so he's there. Let's just really wind this out. So I'm going to put that back there. And I can go little by little here. So he's up there, and then he's moving down fast, frame by frame. Okay, so, and then it stops a bit there. All right, so I'm going to whack a couple of keyframes in there. Put that in, and let's get him back up to where he was. Back up to there, and yeah, probably about there. That's maybe he wasn't quite that high. All right, so what does that look like now? Let's just run back a bit. Yeah, he's shaking around a bit, but he's sort of staying in the same spot. Okay, and then after these keyframes, here he goes, he's getting ready. Okay, all right, so we're sort of in frame. Let's let it run for a second. Okay, now he's going off frame, so we're going to chase him now. Do we want to chase him right now, or do we want to make that a slightly slower progression? Let's stop it about there, put in the keyframes, and bring it back up about to there. But I think I want him further back in my frame because he took off a bit out of my frame. I was slow to chase him with the camera. Alright, let's just see what that looks like. No, he's out of the frame. So I need him higher. Yeah, he got out of my... Alright, well, maybe we need to... So he's in frame here. Let's grab him about there. And I'm going to have to lift him up a bit. Oh, let's keep going here. Maybe just off the bottom. Maybe if I lift him up a little bit more at these keyframes. Okay. Lift him up. Okay. So I'm right on there. Let's lift him up. I didn't have him up. So there, let's try that. Sometimes if you don't get the keyframe on exactly, you end up with a big jerk. So yeah, actually that looks alright. Alright, so there he goes. There he goes. Let's just, he's still on the frame. There he goes. Oh, alright. Alright. Okay. Now, I know there's a couple of canoes down the water. So I'm going to stop about here. Whack in another couple of keyframes and start zooming out. and also reframing. So actually I'm going to reframe now before I start zooming out. I'm going to get him up in that top corner a bit and over there, and I'm already half zoomed out, and so let's go a little further. There he goes, and he just gets into the clear sky, and I can zoom out now and down a bit, and I've got my canoes. Alright, and we can probably stop there until we're at the end of the clip. Okay, so in, here we go, in again, here we go, and right up there. Okay, a little bit of sound. Now we can put a soundtrack on, maybe we'll do that in the next video, and we can do a bit of mixing with the soundtrack and voice. But right now, that's him there. Now we're going to have a transition, sudden transition. We'll put in a proper transition in just 1 minute. Okay, and there he goes. And he's in the frame. Okay, that's not too bad. That's with a Galaxy Note 9 camera. The resolution is 340. Let's have a look at the resolution actually. 3400 something. Okay, let's just stop that there. The resolution is, I can't see it here. Alright, I haven't looked at my cheat notes, so I'll look at those right now. The resolution is 3840 by 2160, 30 frames a second. Alright, so actually I could do a slow-mo clip. I haven't done that, have I? Let's put this transition in, and then we'll look at doing one bit of that slow-mo. Alright, I want my, oh yeah, I want that back there. Now my, where am I? Let's zoom out a bit, get get this in here, there, and I want to get an effect. I want video transitions. You can pick from a zillion of them. I might just pick a dissolve one, dip to black, I don't know what, dip to white. Let's just do this dissolve, put that down here. We can see, now I don't really know what that means, but we'll just do that. If I zoom in, you can see that that takes out a little bit of each video. Ideally, I'd like that on the first video because this has got the action in it. Anyway, that'll do it. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, so we've done that. Let's just repeat this clip again and slow it right down. Okay, so I'm going to grab that clip there, copy it, and come over here and paste it. Control Z, Control Z. Okay, I've pasted it on top of itself. Control Z. Okay, copy. And oh, I need to bring a play here later. That's what it is. Okay, now bring that back here. I can put another transition in later if I want to. Now I can right click on here and speed duration, and I can make this 25%. Okay, you can see it gets 4 times as long. Let's have a look at it now and see what is going to happen. There we go. It's flying along normal speed, and then this. There we go. Now, okay, so this is, you can really see it chuttering frame by frame. So 25% on a 30 frame video is really too slow, but it shows that really you can do quite a lot if you want to with this ordinary phone when you're 50 meters away from an eagle which is the size of a chicken. Alright, that's enough for now.